Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can get through this video with the allergies on attack. Oh my gosh. Okay, so had a little conversation with a lady. And I know people have we go through a lot of experiences and then we meet somebody and you're like, oh my goodness, you're so happy and it's brand new and it's been a while and you're wined and dining, you're feeling special and all that fun stuff. And then you go tell your friends and then one of the friends gets on Facebook and she becomes a detective and here comes the drama. Here comes the dial up the drama. Here comes the drama. It always starts off great. Why do you think women end up having, well, and I'll say not always, in most cases, some people start off with drama and hey, from the get-go. But I will say this, and I've also said this to, friends of mine, we've had the discussion. Sometimes, I'm not saying you got to go meet up with her, but sometimes you want to try to gauge something about a person or a relationship. You might want to do one little thing. Check his last chick. Check his last chick. I didn't say pull up. I didn't say go try and find her and stalk her on Facebook or IG or whatever you do. I didn't say all that. But you might want to check his last chick. Because you know what? Sometimes you can check the last chick. It can tell you a lot about him. It can. Sometimes it can. How long were they together? What situation is she currently in? Is she standing on a bus stop sucking on a lollipop with his seed? Is she provided for? What condition is she in? Especially if he has a baby mama or ex-wife. When he left her life, was she better off with him? Do you see any gains? And that can get personal. But what you can do, if you're going to be an investigator, check out the last chick. If you get some information, do they have a child together? Then you should really check. If they have a child together, you should really check. Yeah, if you're going to get on Facebook, you should really check. If he's got a baby mama. If he's got more than two, I would run if I were you, but that's just me. That's just me. You can't build wealth like that. All this money going out because of a night of passion or a night of you just being reckless with your man part and lady part too. You can't build wealth like that. You'll find yourself trying to build wealth. Okay, let's say you just sitting up. You maybe got, and some of you have a lot more. Good for you. Let's say you've been sitting up and man, it took a while, but girl, you got your little $50,000 in the bank, 35,000, whatever. A lot of people don't have that. Are you kidding? This economy, people have had that and already ran through it, just trying to survive. I get it, but I'm just giving this as an example. And it may have taken you a long time to come up with it. You may have 25,000 in your account. Good for you. Now you got with a man. He's got some baby mamas out there. Then you embark on a serious relationship. You can say goodbye to your money because time something happens, he's going to be looking at you, honey. You're going to have to be the one to take that load. As beautiful as these ladies on the screen, give it a dust and see what's going to happen. Here, had this little child, have you so stressed out, these beautiful froze be worn down. You'd be like, what happened? Your hair thinning out? Oh, yeah. You can't build because he's got those children, 2 different baby mamas. Holidays come, birthdays come. Can he sustain it? Is he going to need your help? If he's less off than you, then you don't need him. Dating down, good luck. Dating down, you're guaranteed to wear a frown, let alone marriage. But yeah, check out the last chick. Instead of worrying about him with somebody that's found on Facebook, and trust me, I know a person like that. Oh my gosh, I hope she find a man soon. Every time somebody finds a man, that's what she likes to do. She even tried that with me being married. It's like, really? What the heck you need to know for? None of your business. None of your business. Go find you a man instead of your baby daddy. How about you do that? And we already saw baby daddy done ran. Let's try to make sure you don't repeat that mistake again. You about everybody else. But yeah, check the last chick, especially if he is a baby daddy. Are those kids taken care of? Is a mama on Facebook struggling about paying her rent? Or I wish the kid's dad would show up? Do you see any pictures on him? So I'm not worried about, him per se, but do you see any, if he's a baby daddy, you need to really check the last chick. How is she doing? Baby mama doing? If a man got his baby mama on the bus stop, girl, you wasting your time. I still take issue with that. Well, it didn't work out. You have your baby mother on a bus stop. Somebody need to check you. Oh my God, that is just not acceptable. It's not acceptable. You can't come up with a call for your baby mother? What the hell are you doing? You have her exposed, knowing crimes against women to the elements. But you're going to sit there, a man like that, good luck. Check the last chick, especially if he is a baby mama. On his Facebook, does he have any pictures of his children? And I think that's the issue. Somebody on his Facebook, you can find a baby mama, nothing about his children, birthdays, nothing. But they're both on Facebook. Nothing about his children. Maybe the pictures aren't there because he doesn't care. It might be an indication that he's not there. Again, for those who want to do the investigation, check his last chick, especially if he's a baby mama. If you see her on Facebook complaining about her bills or wishing she can get a stimmy, that may speak volumes. Because, see, you have to understand that there's a pattern. People are who they are. How he may have left that woman and their child, sweetie, it could be the same thing to you. A many woman has thought, oh, it didn't work out. He told me about her. She's the problem. Well, if she's such a problem, I don't understand a man with any kind of decency and common sense would have a child, let alone children, by a woman who is a constant problem. I don't get it. Where they do that at? So she's a constant problem, but he got 2 kids by her? How is she faring? You see a man, multiple children, got beef on the internet, beefing with a baby mama, and you can hear about it. Maybe you might be blocked. I don't know. I don't get into it like that. But then somebody else is telling you they got some screenshots. Check the last chick. How did it turn out with her? Was she just angry? Why is she angry? Is she angry because she carried a seed and realized that she carried the seed of poverty and he left her holding the bag and now she's stressed out, working hard. All the bills are on her. Life is very sad. Check his last chick if you want to check something, especially if he has children. I'm not sending it on her and harass her. Of course, please don't do that. But if you want to do some investigative work or someone tells you something, you may want to check out his last chick, especially if it's a baby mama and it's been a long-term relationship. Because you know what? Just like an investor, they say, hey, the stock's past performance, there's no guarantee, for future performance, that disclaimer. Guess what, though? Human behavior. His past performance, in my opinion, that can pretty much seal future performance. That's why some men are providers and some men are not. His past performance can sometimes be indicative of his future performance, how he's going to perform with you, even though you might be the new boo. What's his MO? So yeah, something to be considered. Check before you want to dive up in there talking about exchanging keys and he gonna move in. Oh my gosh, I'm not with that. But that's, hey, each his own. Don't forget, if he doesn't have his own, don't bring him home. Some of these dudes, I've heard about a guy I'm sorry. He's the girl that I know he dated, she's single, no kids, okay? He has 4 children. 4 kids. And I think it's 3 baby mamas. One of them got 2, the other one they have 1 each. Yeah, if it doesn't have its own, the movement to your home. So they dated, he was quick to move in. And guess what, ladies? I couldn't believe it. I never in my life. I said, well, how was he paying all this child support? Because the money's not adding up. You know what she told me? He was living in a U-Haul. He was living in a U-Haul. Couldn't believe it. Because he had to pay child support on 4 kids and couldn't afford an apartment. Living, so I'm like, well, no wonder that's why he want to quickly move in with her. Oh, and then once the move-in come in, we can pay half the bills, and then all of a sudden he can't pay half because, holidays, things like that coming. She should have checked the last chick when she found out he had those 4 children and never been married. A baby daddy to 4 kids ain't never, ever said I do, but he did. Never did say I do. He got the kids. He got that part down. She's single with no kids. It's just about drama. It ended up draining her pockets. She should have checked the last chick. He got 3 baby mamas. That's it. You can't, sweetie. If I were single, I don't even want you to buy me coffee. You can't afford it. We're not gonna be on the same. Don't waste your time, your breath. Don't even take another step. He's got 3 women, 4 kids. But it's gonna be different with her because she has no kids and she's got a college degree. She left with heartache and financial ache. I don't think she just end up getting pregnant. So yeah, so sometimes you want to kind of see what you're in for. You might want to check check the last chick. How does she lead a relationship? Babies, bills, bad credit, heartache, financial aid, lower credit score, more debt. I'm sure a lot of women think that's her, it's not me, until you find yourself in the same dust bucket seat. So yeah, something to consider as far as like checking him out. If a man has a baby mama or baby mothers, check the last chick, see how if you're on Facebook like that, see how she's faring. If you're gonna do that. Heck, you're in an intimate relationship, hell, I would ask, well, how she's doing. If he comes in, man, she's always struggling. She complaining about the kids, and they're trying to make. Yeah, ask him how you can ask him. So how is she doing? Is your baby mom doing okay? She doing all right? The kids. If he comes up with a line that's indicating that she's on the struggle bus, that's your indication right there. That might be the future you. She always handed me, about a bunch of bills, and I was trying to get more money out of me. So does she work? You can find out from him. I don't see why the hell you can't. Does she work? Oh, money's kind of tight. Oh, her rent went up. Are you gonna be able to help her? Now look, I'm paying my child support. That's on her. She can get a second job. Those kids can stay at home by themselves. You start hearing things like that. That's a way to check the last chick. It's letting you know that he's had children by a woman and how he feels about her and his offspring. Especially his offspring. Speaks volumes. So yeah, something to consider. You want to sometimes get a little indication what might be in store for you. Check the last chick, boo. Simply Said here on YouTube, and I'm out.